настоящая война, и теперь им показали, что они к этому не готовы, у них нет ни штатов, ни оснащения для ведения настоящей войны.
Choice is much more efficient.
Все. Иран был своего рода вершиной этого. Это была вишенка на торте всего этого пирога, пирога, который начался в 2022 году.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Пожалуйста, продолжайте.
Андрей, как вы думаете, возможно ли для России договориться с террористическим режимом?
It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. So these days I may use it for business. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are we supposed to get around? I mean, we are on Elysium, are we not? We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Lakayu. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Kupri-Kenema motor carriage either. No matter whose it is, a motor carriage is just a tool. You need it to do your job, as I do mine. It's just a means of getting where you need to go.
I drove my motor carriage into sea, you know, I think.
Surprise. That is one disadvantage of motor carriage relative to a sloop like this one.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Good.
Речь идет о физическом уничтожении мобилизационного потенциала высшего прокси, который в Объединенных Западных.
What is this about? Reality.
More lessons in basic reality.
Oh wow.
My favorite part of the day.
Oh wow.
Go ahead.
What
Ask
the
me
fuck?
anything.
Where are we? What's this? Encephalopathy. Блять. What timer?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for
the big time.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
You got the predatorist. What's the big time?
All men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that. It's all a matter of where you get to file your teeth. The revolution.
And what is this revolution?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Oops, back in the
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Sounds like they should have shot more people and they
Don't
had
worry. Klaus Mazov shot 15 million people in the head.
the biggest
That was all the way
communism
over in Grad.
employ critical theory 9 times. What the fuck? Oh, shoot 50. Krasmazov shot 15 million people in the head. Over in Grad, ясно. какие-то русские на каком-то русском граде. Я не понял, это типа далекое будущее, постапокалиптическое будущее или альтернативная реальность? Get shot in the head on the
Oh,
opposite
lots of
side.
people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown
Okay.
beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Oh, well. Cowardly king, smart king. I love that king fucking
Which
communists.
one? Actually, it doesn't matter. King Guillaume has always been my favourite. He could smell a PR disaster brewing. So he got out alive, and his nephew, Frissell, got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderful fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral
The liberals
rights?
got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
2 миллиона 500 тысяч. Необходимо разделить на 10.
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective, or the remaining gentry, the beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well. They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Yeah. She's one of them. Of course.
One of them. Everyone got shot. Who was there?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Just said the liberals took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people. The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay, the armed centre of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do. The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
Okay, can I shoot somebody in the head with this?
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
Not just technically, practically as well. I like what I've heard about this people. If always speaking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes, I can also not. What? Just блять. Я не знаю, что это за хрень. Я не знаю, что это было.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint. It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
Так, when was that?
Turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in 02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government. It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed, Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Did it spread
From
on?
Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in 08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie, a pair of pants.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the coalition of nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Интересно.
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade. 43 years. Hard to fathom, I know. The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell. The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere. Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Eastler-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are. Welcome to reality, baby. Good question. What would you have done differently?
I would have made off with the mineral rights. So the medical solution sounds like drove those
A
people
cold
mad.
creeps up your spine, reaching its tendrils up your neck, toward the back of your head.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
Hygiene, modest social care, and regular social, liquidate a rabid, prion-infected dogs who want to kill everyone. Just cleansing artillery fire. And a work ethic that does not turn your brain into sponge tissue. Oh, what? Блин, тут какой-то пиздец.